and welcome to a brand new video. As always, if you are new here, welcome. I'm Echo and I hope you enjoy your stay. And if you are not new here, welcome back. How are you doing? Today, I will be teaching you how to go from this to a more detailed build like this with just a few simple tips and tricks. Okay, so there's nothing really wrong with this. I mean, it's a bit on the bland side. There's nothing typically wrong with this. It's just bland. But that's why I'm here, to show you how to make this better. Make it better. Tip number one is to vary the shape, whether you add an extra square on the side, or a turret on the side, or both. Try and make it more of a abstract shape. You could just throw a roof on this and call it a day, but there's some more tips that might make this look still a bit better, because even though it's not just a box, it's still quite bland. Tip number two is to try and vary blocks and colors. Try forgetting the purpose or the actual properties of a block and just focus on the texture and the color. I've obviously changed my turret to dome bricks and the add-on conservatory type of thing into calcite, and you know, it makes it stand out a bit more than just one solid color. Tip number three is roofs. I can't just put that roof across the whole thing because it won't fit, especially not with the turret and this. So as you can see, obviously I've put this roof on, but I've completely missed out these two spaces, so I've gone straight over it. I've stopped that there, continued it back on straight after, and up here I haven't put it straight through it or around this side. I've just stopped it at the border, and this is obviously lining up with the end of that, so we can't put any others in front of this. And that is how you'd complete a regular roof without making it look weird when you have other structures on top. But we could still make this look better because, you know, I mean, it still looks pretty sad. But one easy thing you can do is just to add upside down stairs underneath of the steps. It just makes it look so much nicer, and it just kind of fills out the space a lot more. Like it just it just improves everything literally within seconds. Now, of course, we have this one to worry about because I mean, we could put another one of that on top, but we kind of you might not want to. Okay, so I filled out this top bit. I had to get rid of this block and this one because I'll see with the overhang you don't actually need that there. You just replace it. And then on here on the sides, I've just kind of doubled it. Not on the end though. So then we just do that on the other side. That. And then it kind of continues the step down here. Like that. So it blends in a bit nicer. So there. So now that just looks to now having multiple roofs. And now it's just the turret. Okay. So as you can see, I've done the turret roof. And it kind of goes up into a point. Now, I used kind of the same color scheme as I have with the slanted roof down here, but I've just made it more cone shaped. So obviously this is not done, but the next step is decorations. So decorations does include the door, windows, everything, and I think this might be in need of a chimney as well. So I think we need to start on the door placement. So we could just put the door right here. Oops. We could just put the door right here. But it wouldn't really make sense to put it right here, because although that is the main building, it might just look a bit silly. So we're actually just gonna put it here, because this kind of makes sense, because then if this is then open like this, then it just kind of, you know, makes sense. Always put your door this way around, because it just looks nicer, because you have like a indent. And I mean, you can always do this, and obviously there's no calcite stairs or anything, but if we use pale oak and do that, it just kind of adds to, it just kind of makes it look nicer, it makes the door look cooler. Next thing you kind of want to do is you can do this first. I kind of, sometimes I'll do it first, sometimes it just doesn't work out doing it first, but framing. Framing's a big thing. I prefer using stripped logs. You can use anything you would like, but just kind of taking out these parts and just replacing them like this, it just adds dimension. Now you have that, it's kind of easier to find placement for the windows, because you don't just have a huge blank wall. I'm gonna kind of select it like this, and I'm going to use, specifically going to use panes. I quite often use stained glass. For this specifically, I am just going to use regular panes. I'm just gonna fill in this window like that. Okay, so the windows I've added are kind of like crazy shapes. I've made sure to add this and this one on the back, and then this one, which just matches the front. But it just kind of makes the wall look more dimensional, especially with the panes rather than blocks. It just looks less flat. You can use trapdoors and things and gates to make shutters. So I'm going to use pale oak. And this is kind of why I made it like that. But you can, do that. It's like shutters. You could put some grass along the side. I know I'll see there's grass on the floor, but you can do that. And then maybe use spruce and just kind of put all of these around the bottom. Put them up. It's decoration. And you can add it around any of the windows as well. Like, I can add one around here. I just do that. Do the exact same process with the spruce trapdoors. I mean, you can use anything you want to. Obviously, this is just the build that I'm doing. And it just kind of decorates it, makes it look pretty. Stands out. Another thing you can actually do is if you take, I don't know where it is. Pot. If you take a pot like this, and you plonk it there, that's so satisfying. And then you just kind of find like leaves. You can make it look like there's a plant. So like obviously that's like a nice decoration to the doorway, and if I have a shovel, like obviously in a lot of gardens, you will have a path leading to your door. So like it's a nice little addition. One last piece of greenery that you can add is you can still take just any leaf that you want. I'm going to use mangrove considering I have. Obviously with this sort of thing, which is kind of difficult to decorate, you can kind of make it look more overgrown. And you can add vines around the side. Just literally just by leaves, which obviously in survival you can obtain with using shears, and it's just, you know, a nice decoration because with turrets, unless you're doing like a medieval castle vibe, it's kind of difficult to give them windows and stuff. Now, the last decoration that is kind of crucial for road, it's not crucial, but it's a good addition, add onto a blank-sided roof, is a chimney. So you just like kind of break in a little bit around the back of your roof. And I like to just build up like this. And then I'm gonna add the spruce trapdoors, and I'm gonna find a campfire because these are very useful with making like there's a fire. So if you just do that and then add these 4 trapdoors, go like that, then you get like the smoke effect. It just adds to the atmosphere of it being a home. And if you do that sort of thing on like a blank wall, inside the house you can even build your own fireplace that kind of leads through it, so like it kind of connects. I really hope these building tips and my lovely build back here can help inspire you, or maybe help you understand why sometimes you think that your build might not look right, or it looks plain or empty or needs detail but you don't know what to add. I can always make a part 2 for other details. I'll see, this was just kind of like the main basics of a Minecraft house and how you might want it to look. I really hope you enjoyed this build tips and tricks in Minecraft. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons as they really help out my channel while I try to grow to become a mainstream YouTuber. Also, go check out my socials and brand new Discord server. All links are in bio. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!